welcome to computational approach for physics learning. So now I'm going to address your problems related to the installation of Microsoft Visual Studio Code using Anaconda. Because in the latest Anaconda update, you won't be able to install Visual Studio Code directly anymore. So I'm going to show you how to install VS Code manually. So first things first, you have to set up your Anaconda. So you have to go to your browser and then you search for Anaconda. So of course you have to select the first link here and then you click download. So here I am downloading my Anaconda. So now I have downloaded Anaconda installer. So as you can see here, it can be found in your download file. So it depending on your browser, whether it's safe in your download file or documents. So you have to check on this. So what you do is you double click the installer link and then you click I agree, and then it depends on you whether you want to install for all users available in your laptop. So for my case, I'm just going to save for my account. So I just select just me. Then I click next and then next. And then, I'll just install this. And then finally, you just, when you see that your installation status is completed, so you just click on next and then next. You uncheck the two check boxes, then you click finish. So now the next step is to install your Microsoft Visual Studio Code manually. So what you do, you go back to your browser and then you search for VS Code. And then of course you select the first link here and then you click download for Windows. And again, your Visual Studio Code installer can be found in your download folder. So you just double click the link and then you select I accept the agreement, press next, 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 and then next, and then you click install and give it some time to install. And then finally you click finish. So suppose that now you have installed your Microsoft Visual Studio. What you need to do is you just head towards these like the Lego blocks, the extension. Click on this one and then you search for Python. So here what you're doing is you are trying to download the interpreter for your Python. So of course you have to select the interpreter that is provided by Microsoft. So here the top one is by Microsoft, and then you have to select it and then you go to this particular button and click install, and then you give it some time to install. So now once it has been installed, you can see the new buttons here. So here it says uninstall or disable, so that will indicate that your Python interpreter has been installed. So now you close your VS Code and then you run your Anaconda. So you go to your start button here and then search for Anaconda, and then you select the Anaconda navigator, and then you give it some time to load. So here, if your Anaconda is asking you for updating to the latest version, so you just click yes, but for my case I'm just going to use the existing one, so I just click remind me later. So now I have my Anaconda loaded. So I suppose if you have installed Microsoft Visual Studio Code manually, then when you run your Anaconda, you will be able to see this particular tile, the VS Code tile. So whenever you want to begin coding, so you have to run your Anaconda first, and then you click launch. So now I suppose you can see the play button here, and then make sure that you have selected the base conda at the status bar here. So the bottom right corner of the status bar, make sure that you select the Python 3 version, the Python version 3, and then you select the one which is inside the Anaconda 3 folder. So the python.exe here is your interpreter, but that particular interpreter is inside the Anaconda environment. Because you use your Anaconda to manage your programming packages like NumPy, Matplotlib, and then you can also have other packages as well. So Anaconda helps you to manage those packages so that you can install them easily. Because without Anaconda, you have to do the command line. You have to provide the command lines, which is cumbersome. So when we use Anaconda, we can just install the libraries directly by using the buttons. So you don't have to use any command lines. So that's why we are using Anaconda, because it is easy. So for example, here I have my code, or I can also load a new code. So let me load one. Let's click open file. So maybe on my desktop, I have my testing Python file. So here is my test Python code. So I have loaded the code. So if I want to run the code, then I just click on the play button here, which is run the Python files. That's it. So I hope you are able to cope with the process here. It seems that the process of installing Visual Studio Code with Anaconda is something easy, but the thing is, you won't be able to install VS Code directly from Anaconda, which is well, it is a hassle, no? So I hope you enjoy coding. Bye bye.